Hey guys, what's going on? Eric Bach here, personal trainer, runner of Bach Performance. I feel like I have not been live in a couple weeks. So, thank you all for being here. So today, one thing I want to chat about specifically was the fact that so many people think they need to be obsessed with the gym and with their training to get results. But really, that's not the case. But just for one moment, guys, I'm just going to slow things down a little bit, wait for a few more people to come online, and then we will continue on from there. But, one thing funny enough, I'm really somewhat obsessed in terms of being as productive and as efficient as I possibly can. Even before I hopped onto this Facebook Live event, I actually had to re-download the Facebook app on my phone because I will literally download the Facebook app, do a status, and take it away. Otherwise, I will live directly on the app. And it's different time sucks like these, like living on social media, different things that make it seem like there's so many things going on and it's so impossible to get everything done. Hey, we got 3 people online. Guys, if you were here, just give me a little like or hit a little reaction button so I know you are paying attention. It is awesome to have you here. I will also be checking comments along the side as we go through this Facebook Live. All right, so guys, let's get down to action. So really when you sit down and kind of think about the day, think of all the decisions you have to make. Right? You wake up in the morning, maybe you put on your clothes, you're probably not set out the night before unless you're crazy like I am. You have to get up, you have breakfast, you decide what am I going to do first for work, what do I do here, what do I do there. And in time, all these little decisions really add up and make it really difficult to have the willpower later in the day. And as that goes on, a lack of willpower leads to a lot of stress. And when that stress gets high enough, it becomes very, very difficult for you to be able to focus on getting your training done. And when you have training and workouts that look like they need to be 2 hours long for you in order to get results, in order for you to lose fat and for you to build muscle, it gets extremely overwhelming and really hard to focus on training correctly and training consistently and doing the things that you know you need to do to get the body that you want. So honestly, the way that I see it, the way I see fitness and just a lot of things overall, we need to simplify. We can't be so stressed out thinking about what we need to do or we want to run our head through a wall just in order to take action. We have to simplify. So, when things are more complicated than they need to be, that's when we start asking too many questions. Like, do I need to do an arm specialization program? Do I need to train 7 days per week? Do I need to do a tempo training program? Do I need to follow this? Do I need to follow that? And it's all these questions that we get by making things so complicated and so difficult to understand that makes it impossible to take action. At the end of the day, what we need to be able to focus on is just starting. We just have to start. So I like to think back to like when I started getting into all this fitness stuff and all these different things. And for me, I read every single article. I would every website I could find, every muscle magazine, I would pull shit out of magazines, copy and paste it, and just have this document of all this sporadic junk, all these different workouts that I thought I needed, that I thought I needed to follow this, and I thought I needed to follow that. And really what happened was, I would try to implement all these different tools at once and, hit a reaction if you guys agree with this, but you try to take so many different steps and put them all into one, and it never works. It becomes so much information that you get completely paralyzed by the amount of information you're consuming. And this happens in fitness, this happens with the clients that I work with that are trying to build a business, this happens really with nutrition, this happens anywhere. When we have too many decisions, it's impossible to take action. So one thing I really want you to think about is you don't need to be perfect. You don't need perfect action. You don't need a perfect workout program. You don't need a perfect nutrition plan. You just need to take action. If you made a bunch of good decisions, ate well for the good start of the day, awesome. Continue doing that. If you make a mistake, don't flip out, don't be like, oh shit, I'm screwed. Just kind of say, that was bad, but I'm gonna get back and be better. Have a short memory and just get back to making the next best decision you can, okay? Interestingly enough, I posted a status on my personal Facebook page the other day, and I'm just gonna read you guys just a very quick story. You've probably heard of the phrase catch-22, essentially you lose or you lose. And Catch-22 is a very popular book by Joseph Heller. So Joseph Heller, at the point when he wrote the book, was an ex-World War II veteran, and when he was writing the book, he was a broke author, right? Think of starving artist, that kind of idea. Well, when he started writing the book, he was working a full-time job. He was not the successful author that we all see, know, and hear about today. But what he did each and every single day was he wrote for an hour or two each day. Now that seems like a lot of time if we're going to transfer that to training, but just take away the philosophy. So this is a guy working a full-time job who wanted to write a book that ended up becoming one of the most popular books of all time. So he took 1 to 2 hours each day before work to get this done. It took him 8 years to write this full book. Now, 8 years later, all these small battles, these small wins, these small habits that he made, end up creating one of the best books of all time. And now he has a bunch of different publications that are out there and is extremely popular. But what the takeaway that you need to, or what you need to take away from this message is, you do not need perfect, massive action to make a difference. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's gonna take time, but you just need to start. You know, everyone gets bogged down thinking I need to do this perfectly, I need to do that perfectly, and it gets so confusing and so overwhelming with the number of things that you think you have to do. It doesn't have to be that way. So, for example, using getting back into shape, you know, all you need to do is start. Just start. One simple thing. If you can't get to the gym, that's okay. You know, you could wake up and instead of taking 15 minutes to drink your coffee and relax or something along those lines, get up and do 10 push-ups and 10 squats. Rest, drink your coffee, brush your teeth, whatever you want, and then just do it again. But any action, any small action is going to help you build momentum and build the habits that you need. Just like it took Joseph Heller 8 years to write Catch 22, using these small habits and just building day in, day out is the same philosophy that you need to build a better body, to be healthier, to be able to build those nutrition habits that are going to help you, you know, build the body that you want and have the energy that you want and live the lifestyle that you want. But inaction is the enemy, taking action is the key. So honestly, doing nothing is the worst thing. That's what you're going to take away. Doing nothing is the worst thing. You just have to focus, just keep it simple, and at the end of the day, try to have fun. You know, one thing my dad always told me growing up is like, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So, you know, we all have our different preferences or what we want to do in terms of exercise, what we want to do in terms of training, all these different things. It doesn't really matter what it is at the end of the day, but find something that you enjoy and just take one small step and go from there and continue on each day. 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes, 10 minutes is better than 5, but just continue to do something small and consistent each day. That's what's going to lead to the long-term change rather than always searching for the perfect solution. Just get started. Guys, so honestly, this is my first Facebook Live in about 2 weeks, but I just want to say thank you all for being here. And if you did find this valuable, please just hit like or share with somebody who might also find it valuable. And in the comments below, I'm just going to put a link to our Facebook group, Minimalist Muscle. We are over 1,500 already. It is growing very quickly. And honestly, if you are sick of feeling overwhelmed with fitness, fat loss, all these different things, you know, join in. It's a very positive group, very positive environment, and we're looking to help you and support you. Until next time, guys, I will see you there, and thanks for being here. Have a good day. If I can hit end, but I can't because I suck at technology.